After hearing about the Sabiya case, we started to investigate more on the news, and we just continuously going through the internet. What is the latest thing happened in this? We got a shocker. There is one person himself surrendered the case and who has held responsible for the murder happened to Sabiya. Do you know what is his statement? His statement stated that he was the husband of Sabiya and he is the reason for the death of Sabiya. And moreover, he is telling that there is something happening between both of them that resulted in the clash between these two and ended up murdered Sabiya. Doesn't seem fishy? Let me explain what all the loopholes. The tortured what Sabiya has gone through, it not supposed to be happened by a single human being. It's clearly evident 50 cuts on the body, breast cut off, and private part mutilated. Is it possible for a single man to do all these things just because a clash in between the family? Not so authentic. So I just want to give a fact. If you want to shut a woman and their family, you have to concentrate on degrading or assassinate the character of the woman. It implies that you are shutting the woman off and also the members of the family. In this case, they have framed this kind of a concept from the Nizamuddin, that is the guy who surrendered himself. But you know what is the reply from the family? The family said there is no sign of marriage happened to Sabiya, and his cousins also stated that they have seen this guy only once, that too at the joining time. So there is no connection between this guy and Sabiya as per the family. What are the other things make us to think as like loose ends for this case? I will tell one by one. This Nizamuddin stated that they got married and it's been registered. But you know what? The family is asking for the proof of evidence from the police. Till now, the police has not provided the proof of evidence. Second, this guy has been remanded and put under the control of police, not even produced in the court once. They are continuously seeking remand for this guy. Third one, Sabiya shared something with their family that something illegal is happening in her office, stating that a kind of a cash laundering process. What she stated, there are crores of rupees inside the cell and they are taking 3 to 4 lakhs per day, and they are doing something with the cash. This is the statement the family member shared to a journalist. So these things, all these loose ends be pulled as a big question mark. Is this a planned murder of Sabiya in order to make all the officers exit from the crime what they have done? This is the big question mark in front of us. More the time they take, more the time they can play with the evidence and manipulate according per their need. So this is what happening in this case. The police inquiry is also not satisfactory for the family, and the family continuously protest in order to get a CBI probe as soon as possible. Please note, the more the time they are taking, more the time they can manipulate the evidence. It is high time for the government official to intervene and make this case move as soon as possible in order to get the justice for Sabiya. You know what? While searching for this case, I simply Google, you can also Google rape cases in India and click the news column. You will wonder there are so many news cases. It's like 15 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago has been reported on journals everywhere. So it is how anybody can keep a record of that. It's like it's really heart stroking to see all these kinds of news in news channel. Obviously, capital punishment is the only way to stop this crime. But before that, there should be a solution, like a preventive action that we should do. So all the men and women in the country should take a oath not to protect others. First, we have to take a oath that we won't disturb others. We let others to live their life peacefully and happily. This is the first oath we have to take to ourselves in order to maintain a humanity over all. Second, we have to make the protection has been given to all the women around our locality. If you see any harassment or sexual oriented violence happen to a women around your area, you should raise your voice. You won't believe, once you raise the voice, a person raises the voice, you will get a support from the crowd, no matter what it is. For the dignity and justification of women, all will surround you and gather their support, and it will give the confidence to the women as well. So it's very shocking. We don't know what to do in order to save women in our country. Obviously, we have to work towards a single goal to make the country and the world is a better place to live for all the human beings. We should look for a solution. In order to solution, if you are having any solution, feel free to share with us. We are ready to hear you always. Still, we will try to post a lot of update on this case. Not only this case, as well as we will have a look around lot of cases as well. Do you believe studying good can exempt you from a rape case? Actually, it is happening. IIT Guwahati, I believe, the student raped his junior, stating there will be some club work is about going on, and you know what? She poisoned his drink with alcohol and make her unconscious and raped her for the whole night. And this case has been recorded, I believe it's on March, and the case is going on for like 4 months. Ultimately, you know what happened? The accused lawyer stating he wants bail for his accused client. And you know, considering the guy as a future asset of the state, the court granted bail and stating that they can't manipulate the evidence. What kind of a shitty thing is happening around? Just because of you are studying well doesn't mean you have right to rape anybody you want. And claiming that him as a future asset, they released him and stating that he can't manipulate the evidence anymore, and just because they have the charge sheet file and the witness sheet has been recorded. The girl has to face the guy every day in the college. Just think the situation of the girl. Won't she is the future asset? Isn't the duty of the government to protect every girl child in the country? So where we are heading towards? So government has to make a strict policy on all these things in order to make the women's safety as a prior thing. You know, that time I was terribly horrified by the judgment. Just because a guy is studying well and consider him as the future asset, they have granted bail for a rape accused. I don't know what else to say. Again telling, we have to make sure as an individual that we have to take oath and we have to protect the persons around us in order to give them a better place to live.